Hey Mindset community, Dr. Ellen here, coming to you today with your next Tire Talk. All right, before we get into our ground game series, I wanted to let you guys know a couple announcements. So our performance and fitness facility in Texas Corners is almost done. I can't wait to share with you what we've been working on. We're so proud. We've assembled an amazing staff that we're going to be bringing you interviews and information about here in the coming weeks. And then in addition, we're looking for members soon because we're going to be having daily fitness classes multiple times a day to really get you back to where you want to be, whether that's strength, weight loss, injury prevention, you name it. We're going to bring you evidence-based research. We're going to bring you high-level doctorate-based programming to make sure we can help you do that safely and with the highest education so that you're not only doing it right, but you're also doing it safely for you, and you're learning a ton about your body and how to use it to your advantage in the best way possible. We're looking for health optimization, folks. You know I've said that before, so now we're giving you a house to come play and learn how to do that. All right, so let's get back to ground game. So we're gonna start on the floor, and I want you to get into this position where one leg is curved in front of you, the other one is curved out and behind you. Okay, this front leg is actually an external rotation at the hip. Even though it appears that the foot's coming inward, it's actually external rotation at the hip. The back leg is therefore an internal rotation. Now, a lot of times for this position, if you're not used to being here, it might be a little uncomfortable, or you might find yourself way over to the side or the legs off of the ground because you don't have the mobility yet. And that's okay. The first thing you want to do is get here comfortably. So that might mean putting a cushion or pillows or some folded blankets underneath your bum to raise you up so you're not so deep into the position just yet. So I want you to get yourself comfortable so that you can have the most neutral spine and vertical spine as possible. So that's number one of the day. Just get here and try to get comfortable. Once you get comfortable here, the next thing, number two, is I'm going to want you to begin going forward. So we call this a forward fold. So it might start with just getting your hands on the ground, and that might be enough, and that's okay. Eventually, as you get better, I'll scoot back here so you can see, you're going to begin to go into a forward fold. We're all the way down on the ground, but if you can't get there yet, just do what you can safely. If you can't breathe and relax into the pose and position, it's too far. Back up. Okay, so number one, get here. Number two, forward fold. Number three, you know me, I like to add a little bit of stability work on top of all this mobility. So the stability work for today is you're gonna actually shift your weight forward onto your front leg and your rear knee. Okay, so what it's gonna look like is you're gonna lift forward, get your hips up and drive them forward and through. Okay, and on the way back, nice and slowly, working on control. You're gonna begin a hip hinge, driving the buttocks backward, and slowly sit back down. Okay, we're gonna try that one more time. Lean forward onto your front leg, rear knee, shifting the weight, driving the hips forward and through. Then you're gonna hip hinge back, hip hinge, slowly lowering down to the ground with maximum control there. Okay, now if we flip to the other side, you're gonna do the same. You're gonna find when you do this, one side is substantially easier than the other. That's okay. Nobody is built symmetrically. A lot of times we think our right and our left side should match. I usually tell people they're not identical twins, but they should be siblings. I mean, they should be somewhat close, but because of dominance issues, they're never going to be identical. All right? So get into this position, number one. Number two, forward fold. Number three, stability. Shifting your weight to that front leg, rear knee. Shifting up, hips come forward and through. On the way down, hip hinge, so driving the hips back, slowly lowering to the ground. Okay? So you've got those three things to work on. Honestly, this is amazing. So if you're watching a TV show, going back and forth between these two sides really is a great way to loosen up the hips, still be able to work on your mobility while enjoying some fun shows. Or commercial breaks is another time that I tell people, you know, you're not gonna buy what they're selling anyway, so you might as well get down into these positions and do something productive, okay? So try those three things. If you have any questions, let us know, and stay tuned. We've got some amazing announcements coming your way. We love you more than you know. Have a great week.